Okay, thank you, Mahmudul, for your answer. Let's go to the next question.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have already mentioned CSR, basically client-side rendering, and SSR, server-side rendering.
Mhm.
Can you like what is the key difference between those two things, like client-side rendering and server-side rendering? Just can you just example, like if you build any project,
Mhm.
can you just example from there?
Yes. So when you are when I'm using React, I'm mostly doing client-side rendering. That means everything is rendered on the client. From server, I only get an empty HTML and also a JavaScript bundle. So when I load the page, the JavaScript bundle actually creates the HTML content and everything. So that's how React does client-side rendering. And as I mentioned earlier, server-side rendering, the building process is done from the server. That means server builds the HTML with CSS styling and everything, then gives you the rendered HTML page, like the whole page, right? So for like client-side applications, for example, let's say for example an e-commerce dashboard or a e-commerce admin panel. There are a lot of client-side activities. There are a lot of functionalities and activities. So in that case, I think client-side rendering is better because you have a lot of client interactions, and in that case using server-side generation might be troublesome, or any kind of server-side rendering, SSG, SSR, anything. So in those case I will use client-side rendering. But if I am working on a project that relies heavily on SEO performance, for example our as I mentioned, the product page, so for that page I will get the data with server-side rendering.